going on, guys? Here to talk some Blackhawks. They just got out of their 9-game slump. Just thought I'd make my monthly Blackhawks video. So they finally got out of the 9-game slump. They're on a 4-game winning streak right now. They pretty much blew the doors off the East leading Rangers. 4 goals in 9 minutes, but then they kind of tailed off and didn't do much. But that was really the turning stone. And the big news today is that Jonathan Toews has a concussion. The question is, how bad is it? It most likely occurred during the San Jose game when Joe Thornton, I think it was Vlasic or whatever, were picking on him. And I wanted to make a video earlier during their losing streak about Daniel Carcillo, because there's a huge controversy if Daniel Carcillo is an asset or a liability. And during that losing streak, I really think it goes to prove that he is an asset, because John Scott wasn't out there. And I love John Scott, but he's not as skilled as Carcillo is. Carcillo, they put him on the first line, and he contributes. He doesn't just protect Toews and Kane. And Carcillo, I watched, I think it was the first or second Blues game this year. Carcillo, after one play on the Toews and Kane line, he got in 3 fights. 3 fights after one play. Got in 3 different scrums. So, that goes to show how he stands up for his teammates. He never lets anything go, and that's why John Scott has been playing for the past 5 games. It was really hard to watch the Hawks just their defense and their power play collapse. They have to start playing more disciplined and stop taking so many penalties. And I think they're starting to get better. Their power play it's terrible. They haven't scored in like 10 or 11 games. But their penalty kill has actually been a lot better. They switched up their penalty kill so the forwards are more aggressive. Corey Crawford is playing outstanding. He said that Stefan Wake, the goalie coach, helped him out, helped him stay home. He doesn't move around as much. They clear the puck when there's no play, and I think that's been really good to watch. We finally got a win on the Detroit Red Wings, and it's outstanding. Very, very happy Blackhawks fan. It just sucks that we had to lose 9 games. That we went from one of the best teams in the West all the way down to number 6. And we're 11 points out of first right now, and it's going to be really difficult to climb that, even to get into the top 3. It's going to be really difficult, especially the way Detroit's playing. So I really hope we don't face Detroit in the playoffs, because that 23-game winning streak at home is it's pretty outstanding. So I'm really happy to see that we're back on track. The whole trade deadline comes up in a few days at the end of the month. And all we've traded for Brendan Morrison, who he's a healthy scratch every night. He came in yesterday because Jonathan Toews was injured. I didn't even see him out there. They said he played, but I didn't see him. And they traded Brandon Siegel for some other minor leaguer. They made a minor league swap with the Tampa Bay Lightning, which Siegel 28 and this other guy. He's 26, and a lot of people, oh, that's the blockbuster trade, this and that. Well, a lot of teams do that when you have a veteran guy or a guy who's been in your minor league system his whole career and he's not getting anything out. Might as well trade him away and give another guy a shot. That's what I think they're doing. But Hal Gill, Nick Grossman, there's a few guys that have been traded in the division, to the division in the past month or so, past few weeks, and the Hawks haven't done anything. So, I'd really like to see the Hawks go get, Luke Shen, anybody. We need a stay-at-home defenseman very bad, especially with Hjalmarsson out. I think Hjalmarsson's having an outstanding season. The way he blocks shots, he sacrifices his body like it's nothing, and he's out with a concussion. I think that hurt the team a little bit. They said he was out since January 7th. I think I read somewhere. I think they might have meant February 7th because I don't think he was out that long. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I remember him out there a couple weeks ago, and I've watched every Blackhawks game, and I'm pretty sure I saw him out there in January. So Montador's out. That's not a big thing. Dylan Olsen, who came up to fill up these guys' spots, he's playing outstanding. There's a couple times when he first came up where he's gotten beat. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's pretty big, and sometimes he'll let guys get by him when he stops moving his feet. But all in all, he's having a really solid season. I really hope that they keep him up. Nick Leddy, Man, Nicoletti is in a sophomore slump, man. Last season he played pretty solid and he looked like he was going to have a good next season this season, and I don't know, just bad luck, I guess. He's not playing that well, and I really don't think that he deserves to be on that first or second defensive pair when you're like a minus. He was like -9 in that 9 game streak, so um, I think he should stay down on the third pair with whoever they're going to have up there and trade for a nice stay-at-home defenseman, take on that second line with Yalmerson or whoever's going to be on that second line. I think that would make a lot of sense. Let me know what you guys think. Who the Hawks should get? I'm hoping for a Luke Schenn type guy, a stay-at-home defenseman. They need that second line centerman. Although Kruger is a very good defensive player, he's not an offensive threat really. He does get in front of the net. He gets in a lot of scrums. He's a kind of one of those little annoying bastards that you just want to kind of push away because he's always fucking with the other team, and kind of like that. That's kind of like a Dave Bolin. But one thing, guys, I know this video is getting long. I want to talk about Brian Bickle. Now, I put on the Chicago Blackhawks Facebook page that we don't trade Brian Bickle, and everyone like hated me for it. I say we keep Brian Bickle, get rid of Frolik. Frolik has like $3.5 million on the salary cap, and he's a healthy scratch. Last night against the Detroit Red Wings, he finally gets a breakaway. Nobody's around him, and he's going as fast as he can to the net, and he makes one puck handle, and that's not going to beat Jimmy Howard. So, he's a first-round draft pick in '05. He's had plenty of time to develop, and he's had all the talent in the world around him, and he can't do anything. Now, Brian Bickle, on the other hand, last season he was a rookie. A lot of people don't know that. He was a rookie last season. He played a couple games in 2009, but you need a certain amount of games to become an actual first-year pro. So he was a rookie last year. I think he scored between 17 and 22 goals. Not 100% on that. He scored a lot of goals. And he has so much talent, so much potential, and I think it would be a real shame to trade him away when he could grow into a really solid power forward grinder type guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got 500,000 on the salary cap, and Frolik has like 3.5. So I'd rather get rid of Bolin and maybe even Morrison. I don't know why we traded for Morrison. I'd rather get rid of Frolik, Morrison, and keep Bickle. Let him develop a couple of years and see if how he pans out. Now, if next year he's not playing too well, trade him away. But I say you give him this offseason, give him some of next season to develop, see what he can do, and then go from there. So that's my video. I know a lot of people talking about trading Patrick Kane for Ryan Miller. Don't do that. Kane is a core player. He's just having a not very good season. He's one of the most amazing passers in the league. His vision is outstanding. His hands are outstanding. It's just not clicking for him this year. I think he's a threat that people game plan around, and I really don't think we should trade him away. If anything, we could trade away a guy like Frolik, or those type of guys. Those guys that aren't in the core. So that's my video. I know it's long, guys. I've been penting this up for a while. It's my month video. I want to make at least 2 a month, but I just don't have time. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe up top and leave any comments, any thoughts you guys have down below. So thank you very much.